the Bitcoin debit card, MasterCard is already in play. Everything that Bitcoin stands for, but with the one extra asset. And that extra asset is physical bullion gold. On our mainnet, the numbers doesn't make sense. Where currently in Ethereum, we can only do three transactions every minute, the verifications of that. On the mainnet, yeah, we can do, listen to now very clearly, and the numbers doesn't make sense, but guys, we can do 18 million transactions per second. Now we move gold, we transfer gold, me to you and you to anywhere in the world, 0 fees. Gold Standard Bank distributes 1/3 of all its income. Marius, now listen very carefully to this. 1/3 of all its profits goes back into gold reserves to back the physical coin.
That point that you just mentioned there is so important. As I understand it correctly, 1/3 of that income from the exchange goes towards backing gold. That means that the gold value or your KBC coins will just increase even if Bitcoin drops.
And now you're going to be blown away with what the company has done. Mark this date now. Mark the date down. The date is the 4th of July this year. So KaratBit says, listen, my friend, if you've got coins and you want to trade those coins in, we will buy those coins, the digital coins, the KBCs. We will buy them back from you at 100 coins to 1 gram of gold. 1 gram of gold in euros is 44 euros. KBC, which is Karat Gold Coin, is currently listed on CoinMarketCap. It's currently sitting at 2.7 cents. We launched the ICO January 2018, which was last year, January. By November 2017, he phones me, his office phones me, says, Tony, we need an urgent meeting with you. Come to Germany immediately. Long story short, 27th, 28th of December, I flew to Germany for a one-day meeting at head office. Harold Seid said to me, listen, Tony, I've got a brainwave. I've got this idea. I want to take crypto and I want to connect a coin to a gram of gold. Or in that case, he was talking about cash gold, which was 0.1 gram. He wanted to connect a crypto to 0.1 gram of gold, meaning that he wanted to distribute, he could distribute faster and quicker through the world. But it would be the first crypto that will be backed over and above the blockchain technology, over and above that what crypto is, it will be backed by physical bullion gold. I said to Harold, it sounds all great, but there are 7 other coins out there in the industry right now that are backed by gold. He says, Tony, I know about that, but we're not talking about certificate gold. We're not talking about paper gold. We're not talking about anything else than physical bullion gold. That idea came to part. I gave them a few strategic advice. They listened to me. We then launched, this was December 2017, January 2018, we now launched the ICO. Most ICOs, when they launch, is to collect money and then to go and develop the idea or the project. In KaratBit's side, or instance, we didn't have to go and develop the idea. We didn't have to go and implement anything already. It was already 2011 implementation. It was already a gold distribution that was already in the industry. It was already more than 500,000 sales force out there in the industry. And within 2 months, Marius, within 2 months, we raised more than $100 million, and the ICO was done. The 12 billion KBC was totally sold out. 7.2 was sold out. The balance was in bonus.
Sorry, Tony, I just want to make sure that I hear you correctly. $100 million.
100. Well, don't quote me on this, but we collected $130 million. But they want the industry to know
Yeah.
All public statements, you will see they always talk about 100 million.
Yes,
they
but
always say
I just wanted to make sure it's not 1 million, it's 100 million.
100 million,
Unbelievable.
yeah. So
That's
it made this ICO of KBC. If you ask me, because of the books, it made it one of the top 6 successful ICOs in the history of altcoins. The language that we say it's one of the top 10. So if you go and look at all the ICOs, money collected, we always, the marketing or the public statements out there is one of the top 10. But if you go and do the sums, it's one of the top 6 most successful ICO money collected in the industry. 2 months we were sold out. KBC went into, after ICO, it went on to exchanges. So currently the exchanges that are trading this is CoinB, HitBTC, Jobit, CoinSuper, and KaratBit also launched its own exchange, which is KaratBit.com. So KaratBit.com, it's its own exchange. You will ask me now, Tony, why an exchange? Well, this is the only exchange in the world which is a crypto exchange. You can exchange crypto for fiat. You can exchange crypto for cash gold. Or you can exchange gold, fiat for gold, and gold for fiat or gold for crypto. So yes, there are a lot of exchanges out there, but there is only one exchange in the world that can exchange gold, physical gold, which is bullion gold. In our case, it's Unival, which is the cash gold, fiat currency, euros and dollars, and crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the KBCs we can exchange. That makes it very, very unique. Within the next, don't quote me on this, but within the next 2 to 3, well, let's call it 2 months, within the next 8 weeks, we will have, as you know, we've got the KaratBit credit card, the debit card. This KaratBit debit card, within the next 2 months, will be linked to your KaratBit exchange. Now, why is that important? That is important because we want to move away from moving money back into our bank accounts. So it's important to understand this. We can liquidate any Bitcoins or any KBCs into dollars, euros, or into gold, or we can move it straight, euros, back into our debit card, our KaratBit debit card, and then swipe. Now, understand the ecosystem. There's a whole ecosystem, and guys, this is very important. Other people do ICOs to roll out the project, to fund the idea of the project. Our project is already in working. It's working. The KaratPay paying solution, where we transfer fiat into gold and gold back into fiat, this took 3 years to develop. This was before the ICO. Do you understand? So KaratPay, which is the exchange for fiat into gold, and KaratBit, which is the exchange for cryptocurrency, gold and fiat. Okay, this one was launched last year, but all the other paying solutions, all the other ecosystems that is in place is already been developed. It's already launched. It's already in working. The Bitcoin debit card, MasterCard is already in play. It's been with KaratBit now for nearly 5 years already, the MasterCard partnership. So we are talking about something that is very, very unique in the industry. Now, Marius, you are going to enjoy this part. This is a graph of our results since Karat Gold Coin, KBC, launched and went onto exchanges, which was around about June, July last year. Now, you know what happened with the price of Bitcoin since December 2017, January 2018, coming down. This is now June, July. Bitcoin altcoins is coming down. And guess what is happening with the public value or the public exchange value of KBC? Now, do me a favor. Go and do the research on all altcoins out there and which altcoins grew in value while the whole altcoin industry and Bitcoin industry came down as a bear market. Don't do that exercise. So
Yeah,
something here is very unique to altcoin industry. We are sitting here with one of the first cryptocurrency that is backed by everything and that Bitcoin stands for, everything that cryptocurrency stands for, which is decentralization, public, transparent, open ledgers, but everything that Bitcoin stands for, but with the one extra asset. And that extra asset is physical bullion gold that we as KaratBars are backing the gold. Now, where does that gold come from? So here is the whole ecosystem. I took this and I want to explain it to you. Currently, we are on the Ethereum blockchain. This is all changing by middle of October, beginning of November this year. We are moving to our own main net. We've already got the machines. We've already got our miners in place for this. And we are moving off the Ethereum and we're moving on to our own main nets. And listen to me very carefully. On our main net, the numbers doesn't make sense. Where currently in Ethereum, we can only do three transactions every minute. The verifications of that. On the main net, we can do, listen to now very clearly, and the numbers doesn't make sense, but guys, we can do 18 million transactions per second.
Yes, that's incredible.
Why are we moving in that direction? Because this is a paying system, a paying solution that KaratBars is. Our whole ecosystem of KaratBars is a paying solution. KaratBars is moving away from paying people with rands and dollars and euros. KaratBars' vision has always been to pay people with gold. Do the transactions with gold. We already can send gold. Tashes can show you later on with our KaratPay, how we move gold. We transfer gold, me to you and you to anywhere in the world. 0 fees. Physical gold. If you own the gold, obviously in your back office. Now, that main net, we are starting to, it's going to take us time, guys. It's not going to happen in 3 or 4 years where you compete against Visa and MasterCard. But there is going to be alternative. There's going to be an alternate solution for the merchants out there. Now, what KaratBars has done, and we are now in the second ICO, which is KCB, which is the Karat Bank coin. We've already acquired and we've already got banking license in Miami, and we also got another banking license in Singapore. That's where the other gold reserve vault is. Now, those 2 banking licenses that we've got, both of them are crypto friendly. Means that we are in a traditional bank license, but our traditional bank license can do all the bank transactions, all the securities and sureties that they do, but we are also crypto-friendly environment. So we send and receive against crypto, no problem. Not like other banks. Because of our license, because of the capitalization that's already in place, because of the mines and joint ventures that KaratBars has already achieved in this past 12 months, because of the success of KBC, we've acquired joint ventureship with mines in Madagascar, gold mine. There's a big announcement that happened 2 months ago with a mine that they also ventured now in Guinea, which is West Africa. And big announcements coming with that in the next 2-3 months. That's going to be done in South Africa. Those acquisitions of gold mines, you must remember, KaratBars is a gold acquisition company. It buys gold from its own mines that it joint ventures has, and it distributes them to its customers or customer base, which is the 500 now, nearly 600,000 members. Because of the success of the coin and the money that was collected, we've already commissioned ATMs. This ATM will be the only ATM in the world that accepts and disburses fiat, according to the country where it is. distributes gold, cash gold, those notes, cash gold, and crypto. So you can deposit any of these three, or you can withdraw any of these three. So this ATM is the first ones ever developed for crypto, cash gold, and fiat. Those ATMs, the KaratBit exchange, our paying solution, our digital stock exchange company that we've acquired. It's like your New York Stock Exchange, but an online version of that, which does smaller companies, but all linked with the blockchain. So exchange, you go onto the internet, you list your companies, and all the securities is ventured as backed up into, and your share certificates are saved onto the blockchain or on our eco blockchain. So in all these ecosystems, there's one thing that makes this whole thing work, and that's the transaction fees. Because in anything that you are doing here, there are all transaction fees, and all those transaction fees are going to the holding company. The holding company is Karat Standard Bank Holding. That's Gold Standard Bank distributes a third of all its income. Marius, now listen very carefully to this. A third of all its profits goes back into gold reserves to back the physical coin, digital coin that's in play. So the more we are making as a company, a third of the profit goes back into gold. That keeps on backing the gold coin. The gold coin keeps on increasing in value on the exchanges. And it's just an ecosystem that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. We are launching now.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tony, there, but I just want to hang on that point. That point that you just mentioned there is so important. As I understand it correctly, a third of that income from the exchange goes towards backing gold. That means that the gold value or your KBC coins will just increase, even if Bitcoin drops. That will then still increase in value. This is phenomenal.
Exactly. Very, very important. And Marius, not just from the exchange, but from any transaction in KaratBars. Everything is linked now in KaratBars. The ATMs, the exchange, the whole profit of the holding company, a third of its profits.
That is a massive advantage, because we are going to see that Bitcoin will explode this year. So we're going to have a double whammy on the price explosion of KBC coins.
Now, this is going to be a double whammy, because this is irrelevant of what the market is determining, because the market doesn't know what we as affiliates know. So what do we know as affiliates? And now you're going to be blown away with what the company has done. Mark this date now. Mark the date down. The date is the 4th of July this year. The 4th of July this year, KaratBars has guaranteed 100 coins, 100 KBCs equals 1 gram of gold. Now, 1 gram of gold right now in my back office, 1 gram of gold in dollars. Let's work in dollars. It's more than $40. It's more than $40. It's about $42 or $43. So KaratBars says, listen, my friend, if you've got coins and you want to trade those coins in, we will buy those coins, the digital coins, the KBCs. We will buy them back from you at 100 coins to 1 gram of gold. 1 gram of gold in euros is 44 euros. So let's call it dollars. Let's call it $40. So 100 KBCs is equal to $40. So 1 KBC is guaranteed for me at 40 cents.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's incredible. What did
look
you buy
at
back
the market? The 4th of July.
Okay, 2000.
Now, the industry, Marius, the industry. No, this year.
2019. Yes. Okay.
So we are March, April, May, June, July. We are 5 months away from that, what we have all worked so hard for last year already. You understand? Those of us that's got coins, and here is the, Tashes can send you all this information. Here is on Etherscan, here is the CR20 coin. Here you will see all the big holders of the coins. Now, these are all affiliates. This is the first two is the company. That one is the company. And then these ones for number 3 downwards, those are all the whales. And all these whales are myself, key leaders, key position leaders that understood what we had here. And in the beginning, everybody was just the Americans. They were just buying 100,000 coins, 200,000 coins. And I told them, guys, you do not understand, because the guys in KaratBit didn't understand crypto like what I understood crypto. And I told the guy, and they all think, oh, Tony, we've got 100,000, 200,000 coins. They bought it, Marius, for less than a cent at the ICO phase. I told them, guys, if you think you've got enough coins, you don't. And I opened my back office. At that time, I'm going to open my back office here for you guys. Where is that now? Okay. So at that time, this is where we bought the ICO. You can see on this wallet here, I'm sitting with 14 million coins that I bought in the ICO phase. When I showed the Americans, guys, you misunderstand the potential of this thing. You shouldn't be sitting with 100,000. You should be sitting with millions and millions of these coins, because you are getting them from less than a cent. We are the whales. We are not going to sell these coins, because we understand what the value is of this coin. This coin is for us to hold, because this is our gold. Do you understand? Our gold that we are owning, instead of you having it in reserve in a vault and I have to fly to Singapore and then put it in my suitcase and then distribute it through the airport and have question marks. Those times are gone, my friend. I now back my gold reserve that's there. I back it against my crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can distribute my crypto anonymously. I can pay you in Australia. I can pay Marius. I can pay anybody at Don, anybody. I can pay Nigeria. As long as you got a coin, a wallet, I can pay you. Just then. And if I need to have cash, I go to our exchanges. I bring it back into cash. I bring it back into our debit card. Boom.
Yes.
I didn't even go to my bank account. It's guaranteed on the 4th of July at 40 cents. That's the buyback price. Now, Marius, let me ask you this question. If the market, and when the market finds that out, when they find out, the market, the traders, the guys out there, that this coin is backed and valued at 40 cents, do you think they're going to trade it less than 40 cents? Or do you think it's going to trade higher than 40 cents?
Yeah,
yes?
Sorry to interrupt you there, Tony, but if I take a snippet from this video that you just made, and I made a 3-minute video, posted on YouTube, this price will skyrocket to 50 cents.
The trade out there, they will know there's a base price, and that base price is 40 cents. Now, the market doesn't know that, because we've first been helping our friends. And once our friends are in, once you have got enough coins in your pocket, and Marius, I'm telling you, don't have 100, you should have 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million coins of this. Guys, this is your buying opportunity. And for any one of ours, this is our buying opportunity now. Do you understand? Because our payday, and I'm going to end off, and you guys can ask me a few questions. You know, I'm teaching, look, when we started with this crypto, I was the only one in KaratBit that was educating all the other leaders. So all the other leaders now, listen how beautiful this whole synergy is now, Marius. Everybody in KaratBit, all the other leaders, guess which person they follow on strategy decision? Tony.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all of us, all the big whales, guess how much of our coins are we going to sell?
None.
Zero.
At the moment.
None. Nothing. When we cash in, I tell the guys, of our rewards, we had a 35% bonus that we were paid. That paid bonus was now paid out this past